Electricity costs have increased more than 6% in the past year. This is growing higher and higher, and millions of Americans are suffering as a result. But what if I told you there is multiple ways to save between 10 and 20% every single month, and you don't have to pay those ridiculous prices? Well, I'm going to show you some things in just a moment. But here's what you need to know. Americans have been hit with soaring electricity bills as price hikes outpace inflation nationwide. Inflation's at 2.4%, but yet electricity prices have jumped 6.3% in the past year. That's scary. But you know what's even scarier? The average American household now pays $150 more for utilities. That includes electricity, that includes water, that includes things like internet. It's insane what we are paying. I want to read a few things to you. Okay. First off, listen to this. Okay. The average American family is struggling with their credit card bills, with their car payment, with their rent. And they're struggling because utility costs are rising so quickly they can't adjust in time to pay those other things. Listen to this right here. We have heard for the past several months that's all because of AI. It's all because of data centers. Granted, that is part of the reason why we are seeing electricity prices go up. But this isn't the only reason. We also have aging infrastructure. There's been rate increases, climate weather, for instance, right? When we see over the past month, especially over in the South and Southeast, even in the Northeast right now, where many people are struggling because they have no power. Well, when you have no power and you have your power restored, you got to get your house up to that specific temperature. Let's say it's 70 degrees. Well, guess what? If your house is now at 20 degrees and you got to get it all the way up another 50 degrees, it is difficult. It takes time and it's going to be expensive. I want to show you some things though, because somebody was asking me just recently, how can I save money on my utility bills? How can I save money on, for instance, electricity? Well, here's what you can do. I want to show you a few things that you can go and buy today that will help you immediately. Okay, here's the first one. This right here is a water heater blanket. For many people, they actually have a water heater that is sitting in their garage, and the garage is likely not heated. If you live in, anywhere that gets cold, you might want to put an insulation blanket around your water heater. That way it stays hot longer and you don't have to keep the pump going. Okay, so again, that's one thing you can do. There it is right there. You can see that one. Here's the next thing, and this is great. You get this little weather sealing tape right here, okay, and you can tape up your windows. You can see it right there. You can tape up doors, right? You can do different things with it so you can seal up any crack. It works great and it's quick, okay? You don't have to be a handyman to use it. And again, you will start to seal up your house. You won't get those cold drafts, or in the summertime, you won't get the heat coming through either. So this is both good for the summer and the winter months, okay? As with all this stuff. Here's the next one. It's a window insulation shrink kit. Now, you can get many different sizes, so this isn't the only one you can get right here. But again, it's very inexpensive. It's $15 for a 9-pack of these, and it's great. You put it on the window, you put the little double-sided tape on the window, stick the little clear plastic film to it, and then use a hairdryer and you shrink it. Then you'd probably never notice that it was there. Okay, I use them on my windows all the time if it feels like it's just getting a little bit cold. Or if it's going to be very hot, I'll go and put this on. Again, it's not going to cost you that much money, but it can save you quite a bit. And here's the next one. And I've talked about this over the past month or two. I've talked about this, and it's called, they call it like vampire electricity, or there's a specific word for it. But anyway, what happens is your appliances are pulling electricity out. Okay, and so this would work. This is a Casa Smart Plug Power Strip. Okay, so what essentially this is doing is it's helping ensure that your appliances are not running all the time. Okay, it's a huge money saver. Think about a clock that you hardly ever look at. Is it plugged in? Well, it's pulling electricity, meaning it's costing you money. I have a Alexa, like a big screen thing. Hardly ever look at it, hardly ever use it. It's kind of there just for like a calendar. And again, decided to unplug that the other day because it's just pulling electricity. Never even use it. There's certain lights, certain, like if I kept these lights on behind me, guess what? It's going to keep pulling electricity. It's going to keep pulling in. Even having a desktop computer plugged in, and it knows, okay, it's kind of active, it's kind of blinking. Even computer screens, TVs, things like that, right? Laptops, you leave the charger plugged in, even though it's not plugged into the laptop, it's still pulling electricity. All those things will add up at the end of the month. Now, here's the big one. You want to save 10 to 20%? Guess what's happening right now? There are about, they say there's about 112 million electricity customers in the United States. Now, if every single one of those customers decide to use something called a time of use plan, you could save money. Now, let me explain what this is. So, first off, time of use, it takes the time that you're using the electricity, and that's why they call it peak hours. So peak hours, just to give you an idea based off of what Google says, peak hours are normally on the weekdays, currently are between 7 and 10 a.m., and then 4 to 9 p.m. Those are peak hours. That means that's when most people are home, that's when they're using their electricity, they're charging their car, charging their phone, watching TV, cooking dinner, washing dishes, things like that. Well, those are peak hours. Peak hours cost more money. They're the highest rates. Okay, then you got the mid-peak, those are the moderate rates, and then you got the off-peak hours, which are the lowest rates. If you want to save money, go and ask your electricity company if they have time of use plans. This is something that here in the Seattle area, I think last year, the electric company did that as well. Now there's time of use plans where you can opt into a plan and they'll give you different rates. But if you're home all the time and you're you're washing dishes, washing your clothes at like noon or 1 o'clock during the weekday, that's an off-peak hour. That would be the lowest rate possible. And if you can cook dinner before like 3 or 4 o'clock, you'll do really well. And then let's say you're watching TV at like 9, 10 p.m. Guess what? That means you're pulling the least amount of electricity. You're using off-peak hours. That's how people are saving between 10 and 20%. Here's what experts recommend, just to give you an idea here. Okay, so what can you do to save money? Run your dishwasher at 9 p.m. or later, not at like 5 or 6 p.m. They say charge your electric vehicle overnight. Don't charge it during the peak hours. Wait until you're going to bed and plug it in. Okay, you can do that. Do laundry early in the morning or late in the evening. Okay? I like to do it early in the morning. That's my favorite. Early in the morning, it's done, it's washed, it's dry, everything. You put away by like noon. Okay, perfect. Okay, and here's the next one. Most people don't do this. For many people, even in the summer or even in the winter, even if you're not in the time of use plans, what you need to do is you need to pre-cool or preheat your home before the peak times. So, for instance, in the summer, because again, we're coming up on that. In the summer, what I would recommend is you run your AC earlier in the morning. You run it like, you really up it and lower the temperature at like 5 or 6 a.m. So then by 6, 7 a.m., your house is nice and cool, or possibly freezing, which then means it doesn't have to run throughout the rest of the day. It will slowly tick up. It'll be 64 degrees, 65 degrees, and then 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 degrees by like 1 or 2 o'clock. Then by like, let's say 8 o'clock, you just run your AC just a little bit to cool it down right before bed, and you're good to go. Okay? So I wanted to share those things. And I'm going to share the links to some of these the products that I just showed you on Amazon. But one of the questions I've been getting a lot from people is, okay, you talk about price increases. You talk about utility costs are getting too expensive. What can I do? Well, here's what you can do. Again, it's not going to be just a one-stop thing that, okay, if I just insulate my windows, that's going to fix all the issues. No, that's going to bring down prices a little bit. but then insulate the doors. Use a weather stripping if you need to. Put a towel or something underneath the door if cold or hot air is coming through. Make sure that your heating, maybe you have a smart thermostat. That works, right? A lot of different options here. So for all those of you guys that asked, what can I do to save money? Well, this is it. So if you have any questions whatsoever on anything else, please let me know down in the comment section below. But again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.